They are down to their final chance. 4 workouts for just 2 spots. Who will be heading to Madison and who will be heading home? We preview the men's Last Chance Qualifier next on Game Central. Hi everybody, and welcome to this Last Chance Qualifier edition of Game Central, presented by Arasti, the official rapid recovery provider of CrossFit. I'm Sean Woodland, and we are down to our final stop on the road to the 2022 Noble CrossFit Games, the Last Chance Qualifier. 4 workouts over 3 days, starting on June 29th and running through July 1st. Will determine the final 2 men who will be heading to Madison, Wisconsin to compete at the CrossFit Games. Here are the 4 workouts that the athletes will be facing. The first one features thrusters and bar muscle ups. The second, rowing and handstand walking. The third, an ascending ladder of clean and jerks and shuttle runs. And then the fourth is a nasty looking chipper. And for full details on all of these workouts, you can go to games.crossfit.com. There are some big name athletes who will be trying to punch their tickets to the 2022 Noble CrossFit Games in the Last Chance Qualifier. James Sprague is one of them. He missed out by just 1 point on a qualifying spot at the Syndicate Crown. That was weekend number 1 of the semifinals. And then Luka Jukic is hoping to join his brother Lazar at the CrossFit Games in Madison, Wisconsin. And for more on the favorites to watch heading into the Last Chance Qualifier, here is Tommy Marquez.
Thanks, Sean. There are 10 athletes in the men's LCQ field this year that have individual games experience, and actually a few that maybe some of you didn't expect to see relegated to this stage of competition. One of those names has to be Jonne Koski. He has been at the forefront of Europe as a perennial top 10 athlete at the games, and despite the slip up at strength and depth, should be considered a favorite given his extensive experience both in person and virtually across his career. He may not win an event, but I don't really see anything in particular that should give him a ton of trouble over the 2 days either. Tim Paulson, on the other hand, could shake the rig a bit in event number 2. He's solid on the rower and exceptional upside down on his hands under fatigue, evidenced by his win at Granite Games in the heavy handstand reverse Fran. He may need that 100 points, and he's gonna have to swing for the fences in that event too if he wants to make it. And it's deja vu for Tyler Christoffel, who last year finished 3rd in the Last Chance Qualifier and was just 8 points back of earning a spot behind Alexander Caron. And after a near miss at the MAC this year, he will need and have the full might of CrossFit Mayhem behind him, pushing him through these 2 days of competition. And honestly, he might have to sell his soul on that final day to make it. 2 athletes that are also worth keeping your eye on that finished in very different places despite being in the same spot on the leaderboard are James Sprague and Jake Berman. Berman closed the MAC with a full head of steam, including an event win on the final day to keep his season alive, and James Sprague was on the wrong end, unfortunately, of a historic points comeback in the final event at the Syndicate Crown to miss out by just 1 point. But the youngster from the Brute camp seems undeterred by adversity, which in my opinion should only add to what's at stake this weekend. Sean?
Thank you, Tommy. A couple other men you'll want to watch in the Last Chance Qualifier. We'll start in South America with Agustin Richelme. He's a 2-time CrossFit Games veteran. He competed in Madison in 2019 and again in 2021. His best finish was 32nd. That was last year. He also took 1st in the Brazil CrossFit Championship, an online semifinal last year. Richelme finished 3rd at Copa Sur this year and missed out on qualifying for the games by 21 points. And it was really a 20th place in the 2014 Regional Event 5 repeat event that ultimately kept him out of the top 2. And out of Oceania, Royce Dunne has the potential to really make some noise here. He's a 4-time CrossFit Games athlete, twice as an individual, twice on a team. His best individual finish was 16th overall last year. Dunne finished 1 spot out of qualifying at the Torium Pro in 4th place overall. He was 58 points back of 3rd place, and he was pretty consistent at the Torium Pro. All his event finishes were inside the top 8 until he took 14th in the 6th and final event. Once again, the Last Chance Online Qualifier, the final stop on the road to the CrossFit Games, starts on June 29th and runs through July 1st, and there are 2 spots up for grabs for the 2022 Noble CrossFit Games. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching this edition of Game Central. If you are dealing with an injury or in pain, Arasti can help. You can now get 50% off Arasti Remote Recovery. Visit arasti.com/CrossFit-recovery. And remember, Fittest on Earth Next Gen is available now for pre-order on iTunes. It is the 2021 CrossFit Games documentary. It gets released on July 5th and will be available in 39 different countries. And we leave you with a sneak peek at Fittest on Earth Next Gen.
I go to the gym every single day. I treat my craft as a profession. I dedicate my life to this.
The test at the CrossFit Games is everything. If you're going to make a claim of the fittest on earth, which is a massive claim, you have to make sure that that test is well thought out, well planned.
It's not about who's the toughest athlete, it's about who's the fittest. How can we throw this many events at people and still allow them to recover enough to really put the best foot forward?
Yes, I believe it's my responsibility to keep raising the bar. If I'm not raising it, then who will?
You cannot part-time this. You have to dedicate your life to it, and even that may not be enough.
I don't think there's any reason why I can't win the CrossFit Games. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think I could win.
A lot of things were going through my head. After birth, I still remember I could not walk downhill with the stroller. Now all of a sudden podium was realistic.
You've also got this development where you're starting to get these younger athletes.
Kids who have been doing CrossFit since they've been in elementary school.
Mal O'Brien, we saw her stare right in the face of the reigning women's champion and not blink.
The young, upcoming, new blood of the sport.
It's like, if you want a shot at winning the games, this is where we take them.
Horvath now pulling even with Toomey.
This year, I came here to win.
A huge opportunity for me to get some points on him.
At that point, I wasn't concerned about my elbow. Like, I just wanted to finish the games.
And Annie Thorisdottir has it.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to win this.